All right. So here we are. We got another video. What's up? This is Flying Squirrel MMA. I'm back. So I got this idea. I was watching 302, UFC 302 the other day, and it was, I mean, goodness gracious, it was so boring. My wife, she walked in while I was watching. She was like, "What the heck is that smell?" I was like, "My bad. That's Strickland and Costa. They're fighting right now. They're stinking up the place, dude. It stunk. It stunk." And so it made me think, hey, here's an idea. What if I do a tier list of the UFC's most entertaining champions? Now I'm going to be doing champions of recent. So I might hit a little Usman, I might hit a little Izzy in here, but I'm going to keep it recent champions and current active champions. So we're going to go from top to bottom. I have to use, I got to include him because he is technically active. We're going to start with Jon Jones. All right. Now, before he was hogging the whole, when someone hogs the whole space, before he was holding up the division, I mean, he was holding up two divisions with all the drug tests and the criminals stuff and the whatever. I might even drop him because of that. But before all of that, he was fighting killers back to back to back. He was fighting Shogun, Lyoto Machida, Rampage, Rashad Evans, DC. He was fighting killers and he was making them look so average. And so the beginning of his career was just like amazing. He could have been honestly S tier in the beginning of his career, but the last 6 years, 7 years, he's fought average guys, Oven St. Preux, Thiago Santos. Yeah, I guess. So I'm actually, I'll keep him in A. I might change my mind later. Let's move on. So we got Tommy Aspinall. He's an interim champ. In a lot of people's eyes, he's the true champ. Now, Tom Aspinall, he averages like a minute a fight. That's like a TikTok video. That's like he has a TikTok video fight length. Okay, this is a lot like Francis Ngannou. I know we're trying to always find the next Francis Ngannou. He kind of is. He's not. He doesn't have the power and the scary, just the fear aura of Francis, but he definitely does on paper. He has. Oh, that was kind of good. On paper, I'm pretty similar to Francis Ngannou. I'd love to fight him. Hey, I'm not copying him, but okay. But yeah, man, he has a TikTok video. Length of fights, he's really good. A lot of KOs, a lot of nasty finishes. So I'm gonna put him above Jones. Let's keep going down. All right, Shama, Shama. Okay. All right. I mean, it's hard to say this guy's boring because all his fights are. I'd say he's had his most boring fight was probably with Yan Black. I forgot his name. Jan. I'll just say Jan. Definitely his most boring fight. Everything else has been pretty good. I'm gonna put him down here in B tier though, and I'll tell you why. All right, you can't. He has no emotion. So you can only, if you're a robot, you can only be so exciting. Like the Terminator movies can only be. No, that's not a good example. But you gotta say something else. You gotta say another word other than Shama. You can't. I've seen 5 videos in a row. I've seen him flirting with a girl. Hey Shama. I've seen him on a roller coaster. Shama. I see. I see pre-fight. Hey Shama. Post-fight. Shama. Middle of the fight. Shama. You can't. You gotta mix it up. He's a robot. That's why I gotta put him in the B tier, even though his knockouts are awesome. I might move him up. We'll see what we feel. All right, next we got Yuri Prochazka. Okay. Now, this guy, if you look at his doggone record, okay, 30 wins, 29 finishes. That is ridiculous. Every fight, finish. Every fight is a finish. I think the only one he went to decision with, I don't know if it was in recent, I can't remember what the most recent one was. if there even was one. 30 fights, 29 finishes is bonkers. And also, we can't forget the fact that he thinks he's a samurai and he looks like a walkie-talkie with his hair. With his hair, he's getting signals from Mars with his little antenna on the top of his head. He's very entertaining. Yuri Prochazka, honestly, he's up here. Just even the personality, he's likable. He's extremely humble. We're gonna put him up here ahead of Jones, holding up, stinking up the division. Just like when someone gets on the toilet and they're just on there for like an hour, and you gotta just take a piss. I just gotta take a piss, and you're on the toilet. That's what Jones is doing. My bad. I'm just a lot of stinky fart stuff, vibes in this video. Okay, let's go down the line. 185. We got a very entertaining, honestly, very entertaining guy. Okay, Dricus du Plessis, goofy as all get out. Goofy as all get out. All his fights are Looney Tune activity. And he's another guy. He has 21 wins, 19 finishes. It's always a finish. It might be it's a goofy finish though. It's a goofy finish. How can you blame me? I'm the only fighter fighting on African soil. I'm the only African fighter. Oh gosh, bro, when he said he's the only African fighter, I didn't say that. When he said he's the only African fighter, should we put him up? No. Okay, when he fights Izzy, depending on the Izzy fight, he has to fight Izzy. He can't retire. No one can retire until they fight. But I'm gonna put him in B tier just because we haven't seen. Have we seen enough of him? He hasn't defended his belt yet. I'll keep him at no. Hey, I'll tell you what. I get more excited for a Pereira fight than a Dricus fight, so I'll keep it like this. All right, next one. This is very easy. He loves the decision, eh? Yeah, dude. Leon, a lot of decisions with that Leon fella. Dude, I'm the biggest Leon hater in the world. But I do like him. I mean, I respect him. He came from nothing, and I came from a shack. I was born in a shack in Jamaica. I respect that stuff, but I mean, goodness gracious, it's the decisions. He got smacked by Nate Diaz. You can't be number 5, whatever, pound for pound, if Nate Diaz smacked you in the middle of, he only has one highlight in the last, 5 years? I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. A lot of decisions. Actually, I'm not sorry. Let's just move on, honestly. Done with that. Not wasting any more time. Isla Makhachev, brother. Dude. All right, this guy, his last 5 fights, if you think about it, have been super fights. Volk, Charles do Bronx, Dustin Poirier. Volk, Charles do Bronx, Dustin Poirier. Did he disappoint in any of them? No. He did not. Did he finish all of them? Only one didn't get finished. Buddy. A tier, I will say he's kind of bot like, but he's a little funnier than Pereira. His personality is more intriguing. He has the Dagestani origin story. I'm gonna put him a little ahead of Pereira in terms of entertainment value, because you also never know. You could get a finish from him. You could get a submission. You get a head kick KO. He could head kick KO the greatest featherweight of all time. You never know with Islam. You're going to get to see a Khabib appearance. We're going to put him high B tier. Honestly, okay, if Jones is A tier, we're putting him A tier. See what I told you? Jones is just going to keep slipping because you got to fight, buddy. You need to fight. What's your job? What is your job? I have a job. I go to my job every day. What is Jones's job? Hasn't shown up. All right, next. Did I just mess up my bad, y'all. All right, next. So we got Topuria.
Topuria.
Okay. Oh, Topuria. Dude, his boxing is like chef's kiss. Okay, Josh Emmett, just mwah. No, oh my gosh. Okay, the Volk knockout, mwah, just beautiful. The only thing I gotta say about Topuria is one, we haven't seen enough. He hasn't, defended his belt yet, and he's acting like he wants to run away. We'll see if he stands up and he actually defends his belt soon, in the next calendar year against Max. Then we'll see. We'll be able to tell if he's, the champion that he says he is. But my one critique is he's just too much of a carbon copy of Conor McGregor. He's he's a copia al carbón de McGregor. That's what he is. He's a Spanish McGregor. He's got the same tattoo, got the same chest tattoo, back tattoo, same like cockiness and whatever. But it's just not working. Like we need something original. Be yourself. And so I'm gonna put him down here, bottom of the B tier. Yeah, Drick is more exciting. Although Topuria, his technique is freaking goodness. Now here's a guy who does the McGregor thing right. Okay, I'm gonna put him up here. I'm gonna put him higher. I'm gonna put him higher than Islam. I'm gonna put him higher than Yuri. Shoot, I'm gonna put him higher than Tommy. Okay, and here's why I'm putting him this high. This man is so good. This man is so good. It was years. It was like he must have fought like 3-4 times. And I was texting my friends, man, can't wait for the sugar fight. Can't wait for the sugar fight. It took me 3 years to realize I was calling another grown man sugar. That's how good this man is. I was calling another man sugar. He's got millions of dudes. And UFC fans are some of the most homophobic fan base on the planet. Racist, homophobic, misogynistic fan base on the planet. He's got them all calling him sugar. That is ridiculous. Just for that, he's top of A tier. The knockout of Aljo, goodness gracious. Goodness gracious. He's got hands. Okay? His fights are sweet. The little basketball moves. The hair always makes you feel like, hey, this guy's a client. And then he comes in there and puts the freaking hands on people. All right, so Sugar Sean is at the top of the A tier. Now, here we go. We got to even it out. We got to keep it balanced. We're going to put Tampoja, some Chael Sonnen would say. Tampoja in the C tier. Why? Okay, he loves the decision. He loves the decision. A lot of decisions with this guy, this little fella. No disrespect. This guy is an amazing martial artist. But I still have not gone back to watch him fight Steve Erceg. Is that bad? I'm trying to launch a UFC channel and I haven't done my work. Maybe that's bad. I'm sorry. Hey, shoot me or dislike my video. Or no. If you disagree with me, leave a comment and like. Anyways, all right. So we're gonna throw the women in here. Also, don't know who she is. Cool. All right, Alexa Grasso, honestly, her fight with Valentina Shevchenko, I just watched it back today. She's putting the hands on Valentina. And the first fight, she made her into a highlight move. So we're going to put her in the B tier. I'd watch Topuria before I watch Alexa Grasso. Who is this girl? Next, we got to put the freaking go. I love Weili Zhang. I love watching Weili Zhang fights. Honestly, is she more exciting than Topuria?
Topuria.
I'm gonna put Jones down here. How y'all like that? Topuria. All right. Honestly, Weili Zhang is a freaking ninja. And I love her. All right. Next. Here we go. We got... Dang, son, where'd you find these hands? Dude, this guy has got freaking hands for days. And I honestly love the way he fights. I'd watch one of his fights before I watch Topuria. Honestly. Because when that fight with Glover was so good. And then that knockout of Johnny Walker where he bonked him on the head. It was so dope. Yeah, this man's got hand. I love watching this man's hand. I just love watching hands fly, if you can tell by the Sugar Sean and the Topuria. Yeah, I'm going to put him right here, B tier. Is he more? I'd rather watch him than a Dricus. I'd rather watch him than a Dricus. For sure. All right, now we got my boy Izzy. I was going to name my kid Israel until recently. This guy, one of my favorite fighters. You know, I'm an anime nerd. He's an anime nerd. I like how he's just himself. Even if it's annoying, he's just himself. And that's really, that's really appealing. You know, it's really inspiring. His fight lead up is always awesome. He gets you hyped up. He builds a story behind every single fight. He has some story, some narrative. Like the Pereira fights, insane. Even he made the Vittori fight sound like it was going to be a banger. And it was one of the most boring fights. So I got to put him at the bottom of the A tier. He's sold more tickets than any of these guys. Maybe Sugar Sean is up there, and maybe Jon Jones. But I got Izzy up here. And the beginning of his career, he had the name Stylebender for a reason. So I'm going to keep him up there. All right. We're going to speed through this next few because I don't want to make this video too long. Okay. But we got Volkanovski, brother. Okay. So he's pretty cool. Occasional master classes by Volkanovski. We're going to put him, the masterclass against Yair. The last one was Max was an absolute masterclass. There's something about that is very entertaining. And so I'll put him right here. Yeah, he's more fun to watch than Dricus. Goofy goober over here. All right. Next, we got Kamaru, the Nigerian Nightmare Usman. And he's another one. I just got it. Also, the activity. The activity of these guys just helps. It helps with their stock in this video. Now, is he the most exciting? I've seen a lot of decisions from this guy. We're going to put him down here. He does kind of build a good narrative. Sometimes it's not his fault. No, he doesn't build a good narrative because he fights people who are good at selling fights. He fights Masvidal. He fights Colby Covington's. He fights a Hamzat. He doesn't really have to do the work of selling the fight. He just goes and beats the crap out of freaking people. But he doesn't do it very entertaining. So I'm going to keep him down here. We got a lot of B tiers. Are we going to have to put the women in the C tier? No, we'll keep that for freaking C tier for crap because that's what he's doing with the heavyweight weight class. All right, 2 more. Aljo. I'll put Aljo in the C tier because his last fight at 300 was pretty boring. And also, what was his most exciting win? Sandhagen? Oof. Dillashaw with the dislocated shoulder? Ooh. Yeah, we're going to keep him at C tier. A little more exciting than Pantoja just because, actually, they might be tied. I love Aljo, don't get me wrong. Just not as exciting. Now, this C tier, you know who it is. The S tier, you know who it is. Guess. If you get this guess right, a recent champion, S tier, there's only one who fits the freaking S tier. And if you guess it, comment down below and I'll give you like a buddy buck or something. Comment down below if you guessed it. If you knew, Illuminato, rapaz. That's Charles du Bronx, man. Boy, there's no one more exciting in the whole entire UFC than Charles du Bronx Oliveira. No one more exciting. He literally puts it all together. all together except for the talk. He doesn't talk. He's very respectful. No trash talk ever, which actually makes him. That's probably why he's so likable. He's got the look. The man coming freaking dripped out. Okay, dripped the heck out, looking grateful. He comes in every first round. He throws a flying knee. Y'all notice that? 1-2 flying knee, switch kick. Every single. I'm waiting for him to land it on somebody. It's so scary. The flying knees, the freaking put the hands on people, and then the thing that put the cherry on top, I think, for all of us was when he fought Justin Gaethje, and the scale messed up, and they said that he busted weight. I mean, real ones know. I was a wrestler. I know, like, scales can mess up. Okay, scales can screw you over. He gets on the scale, they mess it up. Okay, fine, whatever. You lose your belt. And so now he's going out there pissed. We never seen him fight pissed. He goes out there, drops Gaethje, chokes Gaethje out. That was the and then look, estoy iluminado, rapaz. Boy, Do Bronx, absolutely freaking goated. Okay? Absolutely freaking goated. The most entertaining champion of the last 5-6 years, as long as I've been watching. Most entertaining champion since Conor McGregor. I'll argue that. Okay? But yeah, that's my video. Let me know if you disagree with any of these. Leave a like. Subscribe. You know, I'm just a young up-and-coming YouTuber. I need all the likes I can get. So, but yeah, this is Flying Squirrel MMA. Thanks for watching.